So, I am also going here quick. There we go. I'm going to talk really a thing or what. As you see, I'm in Playroom, and that's for a couple reasons. First of all, I'm going to talk about V3 Harmony. Get that to work. So just stick with a stuttery screen with me talking about yellow. I can make it even more stuttier. But anyway, the only I have some couple problems with V3. Personally, I'm on chapter 4. I know who's going to die. So yeah, there is that, and I have a couple bullshit problems. This is mostly on PS4, not the PC or version or anything like that. So let's start off with the pros. First of all, I think character design, game design, like as an actual game and story based and trials and some shit like that, I think the game, it does so well in that type of sense. Plus also, there is another thing. There is another thing. I don't think. But, one thing that I am going to say about it, graphically, I think it is the best looking game. But, that's just me talking, so yeah. Some other kind of couple pros that I could say about the game. So far, of the executions, I think they look great. I'm not saying that they're amazing, but the things and stuff about them look so good. The character design is also great. I think for a cast look and ultimate wise, I felt like this game really stuck on with like what they actually are. Like, I feel like the second game had really good characters, but not the greatest design wise, if that makes sense. Like, the ultimate mechanic is a pink haired person like that's simped for a character. As a character, he's a perfect comedy act. I think he's funny, but as a design, I don't think it's really that great. And but even the characters that really do stick with their talent really don't. It's weird with the series. I think the one game that really does not show any talent is two of them. That's the first game and the second game. The first game, they're really not locked behind their talent, really. Not a lot of characters are. And also, my problem mainly with DDR3, which I'll get to in a second, and talk a lot more about. But one more thing, I think cinematic wise, I think this could be the most cinematic Danganronpa game that we probably ever gotten. Now, we are not counting the anime. We are not counting Danganronpa 3 canon in any way. It is technically canon because it's just a prequel. It's like a prequel for literally everything. So, like, after the first game and then, like, after the... But we're talking about V3, we're not talking about those animes. So let's get into why you guys are here and why I am bitching about this game. My first problem with this game is that the characters are annoying little pieces of shit. Now, Danganronpa games are really bad in the sense of the characters know a lot. Yes, an octagon does have 8 sides, you absolute fucking buffoon. Now, that's fine because it's funny and shit like that. Like, haha comedy. But in V3, I feel like they take it so dumbly. So, I'm not going to say when. I'm not going to go too spoilery, like, right this second. But somewhere kind of deep into the game, there is a murder that happens at night. I think every single murder happens at night, maybe besides 2, I think. I don't know. I haven't completed the game, but I'm at a point where I can decently talk about it. The game is also very odd with that kind of trope, if that makes sense. Like, they're high school students. Like, they're not people that are, like, toddlers. If they were, like, kids, like, in Ultra Despair Girls, that would make sense if they don't know this type of shit. But even the kids, I'm going to say it, I know they're prodigies and stuff like that, are even smarter than the ultimate talent in some cases, which is so dumb. But, trying to think here. What's a good example? Trying to think. Like Angie Humada, or the Ultimate Artist, I think it was. It's like Ultimate Art something. It was something weird with art. She was a character which I fucking despise, and the Ultimate Martial Artist or something, like Toko or something weird like that. I think it was like Toko. Like, so they had their traits. Now, Danganronpa is no sinner to traits. Like, the girl that makes fun of everyone, the shy girl, the girl who likes to eat, the sex jokes and stuff like that. But the thing that V3 struggles with a lot is characters, because characters in this game are so annoying. Like, I think I'm going to say that V3 is the worst game within this trilogy so far. Just because I feel like the characters are so annoying. They're oddly died off, not satisfyingly, like, whatsoever. And they're also so into their trait, which is so annoying to me. Because I feel like the thing that made it cool about something like DDR is that it had characters that stick with their stuff, and like characters that actually enjoy themselves and actually had a fun time, and like stuff like that. Like, it's not a bad thing to stick to tropes with some characters. Like, Leon Colada, for example. He is the ultimate... Now, this is where I'm going to talk about a lot of spoilers at this point. So, if you do not want spoilers for 1, 2... A bit of V3, just a bit of it. I really can't talk too much about it. I mean, I can, but not a whole lot. Like, right this second. I can in the near future, but just not right this second. And also, V3 was also kind of a mix of with, Ultra and anime, so basically this entire series is going to be spoiled right this second, so if you don't want to be spoiled with that, get on out of here. Now, one more kind of quick thing before I go into spoiler territory. I am not able to live stream literally anything of V3. Now, I would love to live stream V3. I personally really wanted to live stream V3. But the game is refusing me because the entire game is blocked after Chapter 1. I'm on Chapter 4, like, quarter way through daily life, which is kind of the boring part of Danganronpa, but that's besides the point. So, that's why I'm not in Danganronpa V3 right now, and that's a problem. I feel like it's only a PS4 problem, so I can't really bitch about it too much, but I can bitch about it. So, the first chapter of V3, I think, is one of the first best chapters to start off with. So, you start off with a character named Kaede, Ultimate Pianist, so the Ultimate Pianist. She really likes pianos, and, like, that's basically about it with her character. She really likes pianos and music. She's like, man, only if there was a piano here. Or, man, only if there was a fucking... just something. Like, I just feel like it's bullshit some of the times. And plus, also, she murdered someone that we don't even know their ultimate talent of. So that's why sometimes some deaths don't feel unsatisfying. It's like Ramtaro Mata, I think was his name or something. That's another thing. None of the characters are fucking memorable. Like, I can name literally everyone from the second game and the first game, and maybe a bit of Ultra, but not even the third game has any memorable characters, like, whatsoever. Like, I'm saying that their designs look great, but just none of them are memorable. And also, I feel like that is one of the most satisfying and wrong deaths ever in a VDR game, because you're playing through Kaede. She murdered someone. You're watching a character that you played through your eyes with get murdered, but she's the first ever girl in Danganronpa for you to play as, which pretty cool. And then you go over to Suichi, which is basically the main character, the thing. So my problem is, I understand for like story thing, it's cool, but like, just have us start off with Shuichi, because I just feel like that switch was just so dumb. But I don't even think we ever go through the point of Kaede ever again throughout this entire game. So what's even the point of playing as Kaede? Like, you will still get the same story, but it's just gonna be like a Naegi and Sakura situation. And this is handled through the DDR team, and I believe this is the first ever game doing it, so I don't really know personally. Also, there's probably not going to be, this is probably going to be the closest stream you're going to get for probably in the next couple of days, so sorry about that. What else is there which I can bitch about? The next chapter, the ultimate tennis player, which I completely forgot his name. Now, another thing, I think how they do the deaths is so interesting, but at the same time, still kind of obvious. So, like, Chapter 2 is a perfect example of this. It's like, so, the scenes were basically the gym to the pool to his lab, which is the ultimate prisoner lab as well, which I don't even know why that even exists. He got hit in the head and then eaten by piranhas. But there was a rope which made him glide through the thing, because I think, like, the pool or something in that sense was, like, censored. But she was, like, the ultimate maid. I mean, the ultimate, like, she would have became, like, the counselor or something. Like, very cool death, but her execution just feels so basic, in my opinion. She just climbs up a thread and chain, and just saws just kind of come at her, and yeah, also, I'm gonna give this game this. I think the executions look, sound, and are great. I think some of my favorite execution tracks have come from this game. Like, the third chapters, don't even remember. The third chapters, I don't even remember his name. Like, the ultimate, he was, like, the ultimate guy that, like, knows, like, a lot about American history, and then he has this, like, mouth shield or, like, whatever, but it's, like, a twist that is, like, actually his sister. But chapter 3s usually have, like, deaths that you're like, just fucking die, you crazy son of a bitch. And that's also kind of another funny thing, which I just kind of want to bring up, is that it's funny that there is, that Danganronpa fucking sucks with the number 3. Like, Celeste, Mikon, like, the second game, chapter 3, was okay. The first one was actually really fucking good, and, like, in the story of Danganronpa, where this is kind of the climax, but not, like, really the climax. Like, you're up at that point where you're just like, oh yeah, so some crazy shit's gonna happen. The next chapter is the climax, and then down. Like, I feel like I can remember the characters more through their ultimate way, which is so dumb in my opinion. Like, I feel like I should know the characters through their names, like Celeste. Like, I could probably name everyone, but I can name their ultimates in the third game. And going back to chapter 3, I want to bring up this point. This is where Angie and then the ultimate martial artist person died. Angie got hit by a board. I really think her crime scene was interesting. Like, Kaede got stabbed and then she was spinned because there was, like, a ritual type thing which could bring someone back to life. And the thing is that I think it was, like, random or something, or you use, like, actual, like, molds. They never did that. But I also really don't like that type of cutscenes in any sort of game, really. I just think it's dumb. Also there is... And then Toko died by getting stabbed through, like, his original plan. Because Andy just walked in. That's kind of the problem with Chapter 3. It's the only reason why there's 2 deaths. It's just someone walks fucking in. Not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that, like, whatsoever. Like, a fan game. I'm not kidding. A fan game, which is not English yet, which I hope it fucking is. Their Chapter 3, they're twins in there. So what they did was they have the twins murder someone. So there was only 1 death. But in reality, they both got executed, so that was fun. Like, I think shit like that's interesting. If they somehow add up to 3. That's kind of interesting. And the game's comedy is actually really funny, personally. I think it's like a My Hero Academia comedy. Like, it's funny, but sometimes it's, like, childrenish. Like, I understand. They're, like, in high school. Like, they're the same age as me, so... About to be the same age as me, so, like, it's really not that funny, I guess I kind of want to put it. But, like... That's kind of my main problems with V3. It was also, V3, I'm going to say it, Chapter 3, yeah, it's my least favorite chapter so far, had the worst execution of all time. I am dead serious about that. Had the worst execution within any Danganronpa game. Like, I am being dead fucking serious when I say that. Dead fucking serious. Like, the music is amazing. Like, probably the best music. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted for this. I just think that's kind of the main reason why. Also, this track is amazing. I'm probably going to just play a couple seconds. This is probably going to get copyrighted, but... That's all you're getting. It's called Impatient Scrolls. I'm not going to lie. This is probably the best Danganronpa track to probably ever kind of just happen, really. Just kind of out of nowhere. Man, that glare is actually kind of annoying, so let's do this. This is probably the best Danganronpa... Okay, yeah, the glare still exists, so... Yeah. There's nothing I probably can't do about that. And now the camera's fucked. Sick. What have I done? But anyway, that's kind of about it with my bitching so far. I'm probably going to play through a lot of it throughout the summer. I feel like one of my goals for this summer...
Shut up.
That fucking scared the ever-living shit out of me, though. I'm not gonna lie, that actually really fucking scared me. That actually, like, fucking scared the shit out of me. Man. Why? Why? Why do you want me to? I'm talking about a game that you probably have no idea what the fuck it is. So, not gonna get into that. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed.